Hello everybody, this is Tatiana Tarot hitting you up with another Pick Your Pile love reading. Last week I did this for the first time. It seemed to have a lot of great reviews and a lot of great feedback. I'm really super happy about that. So I'm going to move forward and do it for this weekend and the week up ahead. Okay, so Friday, March 6th, all the way to Sunday, the 15th, I believe. But I'm really setting these with the intention of whenever you are watching this, whether it be next week, whether it be 2 weeks from now, whether it be next year, that it still has an important message for you. It's still relevant and poignant and resonates very strongly for you. So what I want you guys to do is to focus, okay, center yourselves. All right, and focus on an intention if that's something that's inspiring you right now. If you guys have any love questions or just want to see what's coming up for you in the theme of love, center yourself, focus on yourself, really tap in, tune into your intuition and see where your spirit is guiding you, which pile your spirit is guiding you to pick. And we're going to go with pile number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so pick your pile and then come right back and join us. So pile number 1, I'm going to start with the tarot cards first. This is the Tarot Nefertari. I have all the tarot decks listed in underneath the video, so you can grab the decks for yourself if you are inclined to do so. So what we're getting is the King of Wands, the 7 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So whether this be for people who are involved, King of Wands has a very refreshing, dynamic energy. This is someone who's extremely bold, right? This can actually exemplify a character in your life, or it could exemplify the energy of that which you need to embody, or the energy that is just happening around you. This is a very powerful card because this character generally goes for what they want. They're not hiding behind the bushes. They love challenges. They love to be kind of going through obstacles because it builds up their sense of confidence. It builds up their problem solving skills. It just makes them more of a leader, and they're all here for it. King of Wands can generally be talking about fire signs. Wands pertain to the element of fire. It's a very abrasive, intense energy. Fire can go both ways. It can burn or it can nurture, and it can heat up and sustain. So when we're seeing the King of Wands, this energy is generally of someone who's very bold, very dynamic, very passionate, very charismatic, but sometimes they can be very egotistical, aggressive, and they can rub you the wrong way. Now, couple that with the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, it makes for a dreamer. It makes for someone who's rather indulgent in they indulge extremely, They indulge a lot in the imagination. They indulge a lot in fantasy, right? In visualizing what if and what is my potential? What are the potentials of the people that I have around me? This is a daydreamer, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we need daydreamers. Sometimes this actually helps us set the tone for what we want to walk into. With the 7 of Cups, there's a fine line here because you want to make sure you're just not daydreaming excessively and that you are putting work and action into the relationship. Alternatively, this card could be showing you someone who is on the way, someone who exhibits this sort of energy. It can also be saying, don't dream about it, do something about it. You're going to need this energy. You're going to need this ferociousness and this boldness to accomplish some of these goals. Whether you're single, whether you're taken, there are a lot of options and possibilities that are now emerging here for group number 1. And so that being said, the Knight of Pentacles is saying, even though this is a possibility, you want to move slowly. You don't want to just move impulsively. You don't want to move rash. You don't want to make any rash decisions. The Knight of Pentacles is very calculated. They move slowly. They're meticulous. They're calculated because they just don't want to slip up and mess up, right? You usually don't catch them falling. You usually don't catch them, losing. So it's more like slow and steady wins the race. Alternatively, there could be someone on the way that your guides And your ancestors have been showing you in your dreams, in your visions, through your gut instincts. Could be someone that it embodies this really intense characteristic, okay? Or for other people, you may already have someone in mind that you like, and it's kind of telling you, all right, well, you know, why don't you be the first one to make a move? Stop dreaming and fantasizing about it. Put some action in it. And put some action being like, hey, let's hang out. Let's be friends. Nothing intense and overly dramatic. Okay? So with the baraja, I'm using the Latin American playing card deck, Spanish card deck. The barajas is giving us the Sota de Oro, which is almost like the queen of coins. And the Sota de Oro talks about stability. It talks about being almost like a natural leader, putting one foot in front of the other, taking a strong step, but doing so in a very educated manner, not doing things impulsively. We're getting double the coins here, okay? So you may be feeling what you're feeling. You may have your emotions all over the place, and you may have this intensity here. Could be a lot of high sexual vibes. Could be like you're feeling it, but it's saying, okay, let's not get a hold of ourselves, all right? We're still human. Put yourself together, ground yourself, and then make a move from this reality. So I'm tapping into this deck. This is the Moon deck, okay? And the card that we're receiving here, the affirmation says, my home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. All right, so let me get more insight on that. This is sanctuary. Sanctuary says, home is a private sacred haven. It's a place where we can ground, love, unwind, celebrate, cry, laugh, and restore. Your home is an expression of your spirit and wants your love. When you create it with a sense of beauty, inspiration, and protection, you create a sanctuary. An altar lifts the vibration of your own home and can be a place to cultivate deep presence. This is your special nook where you can meditate, pray, journal, contemplate, and create. Maintain your own version of sacredness and tend to your space. Clear and clean regularly. Offer flowers and stones throughout. Light special candles. Add images, textures, and colors that uplift you. Discard anything that brings you down, no matter how sentimental. Put this into practice and create a sacred home anywhere. So the fact that sanctuary is coming out, okay, it may be that some of y'all are taking the first step by inviting someone into your home. Let's do a picnic. Let's cook. Let's just have some tea. Let's have some coffee. Some of y'all might be going to someone else's home, right? Or it could be that your home is your home ready for your life partner or for a new relationship. You know, does your home embody that you're ready? Is it clean? Is it inviting? Is it open? Have you been doing rituals? Have you been visualizing? Have you been meditating in the home? Have you been journaling your wishes and your desires? Could be that is coming up for that reason. So this is from the Moon deck, and I will have that in the link below. But now we're going to check out the Moonology deck, which also kind of gives us a similar message. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So this one says, this card speaks of dreams and of romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests that there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. Excuse me, if that all sounds a bit wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Attune to the moon. Use your feelings to guide your way, because logic won't work right now. Additional meanings for this card. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. That's very King of Wands. Face your fears. The situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived, which is telling you use caution. Be grounded when you're making any moves. Make sure you're just not fantasizing and seeing things for what they really are, or doing things impulsively, okay? So, moving on to group number 2. All right, group number 2. We're getting tarot cards first. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So this is phenomenal because we're getting 2 cards with the same suit, all right? The Pentacles, which talks about being grounded, okay, being secure, having a lot of value in the relationship, a solid relationship, okay? For some of you guys, you may be seriously building with your partner. If you have a partner, it may be time for you guys to level up and talk about the next stage of your relationship, the next stage of your commitment, what you guys want to create together as a team. This coming week, this week and a half, whenever you watch this video, it could be a very creative time, could be a very emotionally vulnerable time, could be a time where you're both opening up to each other about how much you love and appreciate one another, what you really want to bring into the relationship, what do you want to give birth to in the relationship. Sometimes it's quite literally time to give birth to a child, time to give birth to a business, buying a home, investing in more pleasure, investing in more play, traveling, whatever it is you're giving birth to. The Page of Cups is not short of any creative ideas, okay? Could be that your partner or you have a lot to say creatively. Also, open up to your wisdom, open up to your psychic pathways, because this card lends to a lot of intuition and psychic insight coming through this relationship. So it's important to listen to what your partner has to say, even ask for suggestions, even if it's in your own personal career, other matters of your life outside of the relationship. They can have some valuable insight and wisdom to give to you, and vice versa. Okay, dreams could be happening a lot in relationships. Now, if you guys are single, you really want to make sure that you're solid. You want to make sure that your finances are in place, that your spiritual path is something that you're practicing regularly, if you have one, that your mental health is in check, that your relationships are balanced, that your boundaries are in check. Seems like all of this is actually working out for you. You guys seem to be in an optimal position to attract your partner. I mean, there could very much be someone in your life as we speak that is being consistent, that is solid, that wants to invest in you as well. Maybe someone that you have been working with, or is in your career, or really has the same values and ethics as you do. There is a lot of romance. There is a lot of sensuality. Could be a phenomenal week to flirt, phenomenal time to flirt, to just really exhibit your Venusian traits. You dress yourself up, really love and dote and appreciate yourself. You could be really generating and attracting a partner this way. And also, don't be afraid to put your heart on your sleeve, okay? Activities that deal with creativity, doing a love spell for yourself, for the highest good of all involved, okay? To attract your ideal partner, doing a love bath, writing out the attributes and things that you want to experience with your partner, visualizing, meditating, all of this, because it looks like you want to definitely make sure that your foundation is set, but it looks like this actually could be the case for you guys. So with the baraja, we're getting the Caballero de Espadas. So it's like the Knights of Swords. And this is actually a messenger of information. It's telling you to pay attention to what is being said or how it's being said. It could be that you have a lot to say as well. Could be that there is a lot of insight coming through the mind, ideas, thoughts, messages, things that you need to write out, maybe things that Spirit is trying to give to you, and you need to just sit back and meditate to listen to what God and Spirit is trying to tell you at this time about this partner coming into your life, or the partner that you have. Okay, could be in a time where you're taking these ideas, you got to put them into action immediately. Start planning for it. Okay, there's movement in terms of the mind, so there's a lot of mental stimulation, a lot of communication and exchanges, a lot of expression, a lot of rawness, and a lot of truth that lends to close bonding, that lends to, okay, let's take these ideas, let's make them real, let's bring them into reality, right? So the Moon deck says, I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. Okay, I I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. And this is the card of desire. And it says, our deepest desires can act as a roadmap, guiding us to craft a life with purpose and meaning. It is in our nature to create, yet sometimes it's just a matter of slowing down enough to remember who we are. You are a craftswoman. If you listen closely, you know what you want and how to manifest it. When you claim your innate ability to craft and create, you connect to a deep knowing that is unshakable. It lives in your bones and is magnetic when awakened. You may create art, a home, a family, an adventure, a business, delicious food, or a garden. The options are endless. Instead of exhausting your energy and repressing your desires, give them a direction, no matter how small. You hold the reins and can steer them. You deserve the space to pause and inquire. Feel a sense of trust and ease with all that you are crafting into your life. So if you're single, you're crafting your ideal partner that is on your level, okay? You're on the same level. Perfect team. If you're in a relationship, y'all on the same level and you're birthing something new. Regardless, it's a very fertile, group 2 is very fertile for what they are birthing. Let's see what the Moonology deck says. Look at the bigger picture, okay? Go big or go home. Full moon in Sagittarius. So this is, are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minutiae can be counterproductive, or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it is good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Attune to the moon. Take time out for a mini break or adventure. Additional meanings for this card. The situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. Okay, so go above and beyond what you can create by yourself. Really, you don't just look at the bare minimum of what you want in a partner. Go above and beyond, right? And if you're in a relationship, what really do you guys want to create? Because now is the time. It is very ripe. So, last but not least, group number 3. If you chose group number 3, okay, we are getting Death, the 4 of Cups, the 5 of Cups. Okay, so in your relationships, group number 3, there are a lot of changes happening. Death is unavoidable, okay? Death is actually cultivating the space that you need to birth what it is that's necessary in your relationships, to birth a new relationship, to birth a new energy in a relationship, to get you ready for the next level. Death means that there's out with the old, in with the new. This is a transition. This is a time of transformation. The energy is very delicate right now for you guys. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. I'm going to get back to the 4 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is saying that y'all have been dealing with something for some time now that you can't just shake off. Now, in many illustrations of different types of tarot, there is a bridge in the background. Metaphorically speaking, the 5 of Cups is saying you're putting yourself in this situation. You have experienced something hard or traumatic or emotionally overwhelming, but you're still choosing to stay there and linger and relive it and not move on. Okay? And you need to go on that bridge and get off of this frequency. Okay, because it's time to move on. And maybe it is this situation that the Death is saying, we are trying to clear this up for you. You're undergoing an emotional clearing. With the 4 of Cups, this has been in front of your face for some time. You've known that this is the situation. And for some of you guys wondering, where's my partner? What's going on with my love life? Why isn't it going in the direction that I needed to go? Some of you guys need to let go and forgive. Some of you guys need to just really fully express your emotions and your truth. Let it all out. Scream, cry, communicate with that person. Give yourself closure. Forgive yourself. Forgive them. Move on. But the 4 of Cups is like the universe saying, I've been giving you multiple opportunities to transition out of this to let it die. Some of you guys, this could be very heavy. This could be grieving an old relationship. It could be grieving the reality that a relationship is just not working out for you. It's not going in the direction that you wanted to go. Or grieving things about yourself that you need to let go in order to prepare for your relationship. Maybe you feel too bad about yourself. Maybe you're too hard on yourself. And the reality is that there's a solution in here and you moving onward. And you have not been able to do so because you just haven't given yourself permission to do so. Well, now the chance is coming up again. So what we're getting with the baraja is Tres de Oro, which is the 3 of coins. And the Tres de Oro means that there's a trip, a journey, okay, that you're undergoing. Sometimes this is metaphorical, sometimes it's quite literal, okay? But this is a card of success. This is a card of fame. This is a card of hearing good news and its potential greatness, okay? So you have the potential to manifest something here that you really, really wanted for some time. For some of you guys that are emotionally going through it, you may want to book a trip. You may just even want to get out of your rut and walk around your neighborhood, go into another neighborhood, take yourself out on a date, something to break the monotony of this emotional position that you're in. This is phenomenal news. So this is clearing up for you now, and it could be a little difficult, quote unquote, but you will be in the optimal position to manifest what you want. You will be hearing great news. So the moon deck says, healthy boundaries help keep me centered and balanced. Healthy boundaries help keep me centered and balanced. And the card is boundaries. It says, setting healthy boundaries is essential for our physical and emotional well-being. Okay, you need to set boundaries here. How long are you going to stay replaying the past? How long are you going to stay feeling this way? It's good to grieve properly, but there's a point where it's being excessive and you can't move on, versus I'm going to take my time and I'm going to let myself feel what I need to feel. Okay? It says we each have a need to care for our unique nature, enforce certain limits, and maintain self-respect. Tune into your central power source as you create and relate in the world with healthy boundaries. When your boundaries are too weak, you may give away too much, let too much in, or set yourself up for an unhealthy dependency. Yet, if your boundaries are too rigid or thorny, you can be physically and emotionally, you can become tense and isolated. Either extreme can be physically and emotionally painful over time. Recognize habits that drain your energy and discover this tender balance for yourself. The positive impact of healthy, clear boundaries will ripple into every aspect of your life. And last but not least, the Moonology card deck says, luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So the new moon in Sag says, whatever is coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks, but be careful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the wheel of fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it is time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip away is coming up, or that something you've been working, or if that is something that you've been working to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of a gift, even if that simply means widening your worldview. Okay, so count your blessings literally, write them down or say them out loud. You need to laugh more. Don't be narrow-minded. Start a week of gratitude practice. And this is a wonderful time to start a course of studying or teaching. Okay, guys, so I am so excited to hear your experiences on this reading. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know. Any suggestions on future videos you would like to see me do, please let me know. Also, what's going on in your world in terms of love, how this resonates with you. Please share with loved ones and other people. And me, I have placed the schedule link to my calendar and to how you can book the variety of services I have underneath the video. You can also reference the decks that I use underneath the video and buy them there as well. If you're coming to New Orleans and you want to book a in-person session, my email is hello@TatiannaTarot.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and social media and Twitter at Tatiana Tarot with 2 N's. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much.